Hi everyone, today we are going to be going through how to use the software or website Career Cruising for a high school class. Career Cruising is a tool accessed through the URL www.careercruising.com. The purpose of this tool is to provide guidance for an individual trying to make career-based decisions for their future. There is no age limit on the legal information of the website, implying anyone can use it. In my own experiences, I've used this site for the first time in grade 7, as well as grade 9. This is appropriate as that's when you're beginning to start thinking about and or are in high school and are starting to think about what kind of future you're going to want. I will be gearing this tutorial towards a high school class that would already understand how to use computers. So let's start by signing in. The school system should already have its own username and password set up for the students to use. So you just type that in here and click login. Once this is done, you can click on Assessments to begin. This will now show you two different options, the first being Matchmaker My Skills, the second being Learning Styles Inventory. We will be starting with my Matchmaker by clicking Start Matchmaker. This will now bring you into the questions, so it says here that you will be asked 39 questions and be sure to read each question very carefully before answering. You can also enter a Matchmaker label on the bottom just down here. And once you finish the 39 questions, you will be brought to the careers chosen for you based on the answers given in the assessment. So for the purpose here, we'll put Sam's careers. Hit start now, and then it will start with, how would you like a career which includes working with children? I personally like that very much, so I would hit like very much. And you continue through the entire section here. Now because I already have done my assessment, I will be clicking on the arrow beside my name up here, bringing me to my assessments. You click yes because we already finished this. And I labeled mine My Life earlier, so I'll be clicking on that. To demonstrate what you can do with Career Cruising, I'll be clicking on the first option given to me, so the Child and Youth Worker here. Now, as you can see, you can click on many different tabs on the left to give you all different kinds of information. So, for example, at a glance, we'll demonstrate what the job entails, the educational level needed to get this job, the earnings range, if it's suitable for you, the attributes needed for it, etc. Down here for the interviews, April here. So they go through an interview that they've to ask her about what the job is like on a daily basis, so the day in the life, the breakdown of the activities, the likes, the dislikes, advice, questions and answers, and it's a very useful tool for students looking for another perspective rather than just the Career Cruising. Career Cruising is a great way to enable students to start thinking about their future and what they want out of them. In high school specifically, students can choose their courses that they're interested in, and that will kind of gear them towards their career choice or gear them towards what they think they want to do. It is extremely difficult, however, for a lot of students to know exactly what they want to do with their life. So Career Cruising can kind of set their students' mind at ease and help them come up with options that they may never have thought about, as well as giving them information on schooling. So in a high school course, it could be best to print out a chart for students to fill in later on, while they're on this website doing their research. They can choose the job title that interests them the most, talk about what attributes they need for the job, what the job is, what kind of working environment they'll be in, etc. There also could be a task for them to do an educational plan. So for example, the Child and Youth Worker Education tab, just here, brings you now to information on everything that you could use in the educational aspect. So education and training, the related college and university programs, related apprenticeship programs, the suggestions, and this section here is very interesting. It gives you kind of the suggested high school courses that you should take while you're in high school if you've decided that's what you want to be doing. So students could be told to research, say, one of the related post-secondary courses or programs here, and to make a chart on the schools provided to them. So their chart could include what school it is, where it is, how long the program is, what they'll get out of the program. So, for example, I'll just click on the child and youth worker here, as that's exactly what my job title would be. And the school Algonquin College. The program is child and youth worker, and you get a diploma after graduating. Whereas Brock University, same thing, same program, but you get an undergraduate degree as well as a diploma. Specifically to the Career Studies course that's required in grade 10, this entire software website is a great tool. Once you click on the Employment tab up at the top beside Education here, you're brought to this page, and you can do so many different things on this page. For this purpose, we will be clicking on Building My Resume. This now brings you to selections of what to include in your resume. You may or may not have any work experience, so you could leave that out. So most of your students, depending on the ages, may not have had any work experience, so they would just click this tab here to get rid of it. Clicking on each section kind of allows you to either add a comment or edit it with this pencil here. So for your educational history, you can add your educational experience, type in your school, grade level, or degree, etc. You hit save, it saves to your computer, and there you go. So we will be going back now. So this work experience is no longer on it, and you have your educational history included. Down here you can add your references. Okay, and once you're finished, you just hit Format and Print. And down here you can choose these styles, so professional style, elegant, contemporary. You can set the order of where you want things to be, so say you want your volunteer experiences below extracurricular activities. So you would just drag it down, click and drag, save the order, preview the resume, print it. And you can save it as a web page, text, or Microsoft Word, whatever you want. And just so you guys know, you also can go back and edit your resume at any point in time and reprint it again. Going back to the Employment tab now, there are also a lot of sections on letter writing or interview skills or job offers. So letter writing, it kind of goes through how to write an effective letter, a thank you letter, cover letters, etc. Interview skills kind of shows you what to do, what not to do. Some of the questions that you can ask the employer, that way you get more insight to what you're going to be doing and to make sure you really are interested in the job. What to do when you're given the job offer. So this in itself could be another assignment. You can take out sections of this and get a student to research a company and kind of get some of these answers out of it and write a reflection on it, or just another chart and fill it out as they go through their research. It also, on the job, it tells you what to do before you arrive, what to do when you're starting your job, on the first few days, long-term success tips, and this is really important, what to do when it does not fit with you. So this, when it does not fit, gives you kind of how you should go about the situation. So what you should do to meet with your manager, talk about your concerns, etc. All of these aspects can be used in the Career Studies class, and this is kind of in order to get the students thinking about their futures. Be sure to ensure all the students that any choice that they make can be changed, and it's okay to do that. A lot of students might feel pressured to make a choice, and it's your job as the educator to make them feel a little bit more comfortable and at ease. Thank you for your time. I hope this brings you to great ideas and very successful students.